Hello everyone, Bianca Zamora here again, your favorite credit coach, and today we are going to be discussing credit freezes and security alerts. I'm going to be teaching you exactly what they are and how to add them and how to remove them from your credit report so that you can either have someone access your credit information or protect yourself from having someone access your credit information. As always, you can always book a free consultation by going to my website, biancazamora.com/credit expert, or by calling our office directly, 702-434-4414. You can also hit the link in my link tree and book a call right online. So go ahead and like and share this video as well. The more comments that we have, I can definitely answer those as well. So just feel free to message me on Instagram, Facebook, or in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get right into it. What is a fraud alert? So a fraud alert is a statement that is added to your credit file that alerts potential creditors that you may be a victim of identity theft or mistaken identity. Some of the pros to this is that whenever an account is attempted to have being opened, further verification will be required. So further verification required when a new account is opened. And what does that mean? Well, that means that the credit grantor should be required to have you produce some kind of verification. So they might ask for a copy of your ID to be uploaded through a specific link, or a copy of your social, or you may have to go through a series of verification questions that should match your credit report. This will be required whenever you open any new utility accounts, such as gas, water, cable, phone, etc., checking or savings accounts, so any banking activity, and of course any credit cards or loans. This statement can decrease the chances of having fraudulent accounts open, because if the person that is trying to open the account can't produce the documentation or answer the security questions, then the account won't be opened. Now, there are two different types of initial fraud alerts that can be added. There's a 1-year security alert, and then there's also a 7-year extended security alert. So just kind of depending on how long you would like to have that alert added, you can ask for a 1-year or a 7-year. Now, what are some of the cons of having a security alert added onto your credit report? One of the cons is that if you have an account that you actually want to open, it's not going to be opened immediately. You will have to wait and go through whatever verification process the institution requires. So if you need something done, let's say within 24 hours, this fraud alert is going to definitely prevent that from happening, unless the institution has a fast verification process. It is going to take a little bit of time for that security alert to be removed. Fraud alerts can typically only be removed by contacting the credit bureau directly, either by phone or in writing, and an initial security alert or a 7-year security alert is not going to prevent the actual hard inquiry from occurring. So that means that you can still get a ding for having a fraudulent inquiry made on your credit. And even though you can go through the process of having that removed, sometimes, that does take time as well. So security alerts are great if you're trying to prevent yourself from, having fraudulent accounts opened. However, it does not prevent a hard inquiry from appearing on your credit report. They're also a little bit more challenging to have removed if you are trying to do something yourself. You will either have to mail in a request to the credit bureau, which is going to take time, up to 30 days, or you will have to call the credit bureau by phone, which can be as equally as challenging, because sometimes they don't have live reps for you to talk to, or you have to have the right phone number, which I will be providing for you here in this presentation. All right, so let's talk about a freeze. So a credit freeze is different from a security alert. A freeze is an actual block that is added to your credit file by, again, the credit bureau, that prevents any creditor from accessing your credit information. So what this means is that no person or company can access your credit report without the freeze being lifted. A couple exceptions to this is going to be if you're trying to access your credit report through annualcreditreport.com, and if you have online accounts with the credit bureaus directly. So if you have like an account through Experian.com, TransUnion.com, or MyEquifax.com, you should still be able to access that information. No access to your credit report means there are no unknown hard inquiries. So the only hard inquiries that should show up are the ones that you are actually doing yourself. The freeze will eliminate the chances of having fraudulent credit accounts opened, but it doesn't necessarily prevent fraudulent utilities or checking accounts. So sometimes these can still sneak by the freeze, okay? The cons, of course, related to the freezes is that you do have to lift the freeze before applying for an account. This is easy to do. Again, if you have accounts set up directly with the credit bureau, you can do it right online, or you can also call the credit bureaus by phone. In most cases, you do not have to submit something in writing to the credit bureau to have the freeze alert. So in that way, they're actually a little bit easier to deal with than the fraud alerts. So again, freezes are a little bit easier to deal with. Dang it. Now, these are the links if you would like to go ahead and set up a free online TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian account. You can just go ahead and dang it. Okay, so these are the links that you can use if you would like to go ahead and set up a online account with TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. I will also post these links on the comments below, so go ahead and click on those links if you'd like to go ahead and set up a free account. These accounts you can use to go ahead and freeze and unfreeze your credit report. You can also use these links to access an updated credit report and also to dispute information online. Again, we don't typically recommend disputing information online, but in some cases that might be the only way that you can submit a request. These are also the phone numbers, which again I will post down below to the phone numbers to remove the security alerts or freezes. Again, you have TransUnion 800-916-8800. You have Equifax, which is 800-685-1111, and then you have Experian, which is 877-288-8060. So those are the numbers to the credit bureau, and then I have the links as well, and then I will go ahead and post the addresses in case you do have to mail in a request below. Okay, so I hope this was helpful as far as understanding the difference between security alerts and freezes. Again, freezes are typically easier to deal with than fraud alerts, but both can help in preventing identity theft. If you have any questions, feel free to book a call with me, and thank you so much for your time. You have a great day.